backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
A right-handed dribble goes to Reichel. Deep three-pointer on the way. That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Friday afternoon inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse on the campus of Valley City State University. This is the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament here on yourliveevent.com as it's the Enderlin Eagles going up against the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds here for a consolation championship. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to irieins.com. That again is irieins.com. The Enderlin Eagles 2-5 on this season with losses in this tournament. One loss to Standing Rock back on Tuesday, 74-65, but then defeated in overtime Barnes County North yesterday, 62-59. Carson Bartholomew with a double-double of 28 points, 16 rebounds, and then Trey Wall had 19 points in the win for Enderlin. Well, for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, head coach by Todd Hosford with 2-1 on the season. A loss in the hands of Mayport CG back on Tuesday, 53-31, but came back and won yesterday against Maple River, 60-43. Briar Kaczynski had 21 points, 11 rebounds, and Levi Kackman added 12 points in the win for the Warbirds. It's the Warbirds and the Eagles here in the Consolation Championship. Still to come for third place will be Standing Rock and Richland at 6, and then the championship at 7:30. Lamore Litchfield goes up against Mayport CG, and just moments ago, Maple River defeated Barnes County North for 7th place, 46-45. We'll continue on our pregame show after this.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
The friendly staff at Lamore Drugstore reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription requests, you can find it all at Lamore Drugstore. They deliver any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have. Plus, stop in for the annual flu shots. No appointment is necessary. Just stop in and they'll take care of you at Lamore Drugstore. They're located in the center of Lamore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to lamoredrugstore.com. That's lamoredrugstore.com.
Let's get to some of our players to watch out for here. Well, for Enderlin, it really starts with Carson Bartholomew. So far in this tournament, in 2 games, 61 points and 29 rebounds here for Enderlin. Then Trey Wall and Caden Ammerman have been really good as well. Wall with 31 points, 12 rebounds. And then Ammerman on the opposite side with 16 points and 15 rebounds here for the Enderlin Eagles. For the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, it starts with Briar Kaczynski, 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 block shots here for the Warbirds. And then from there, Levi Kackman has 16 points and 11 rebounds, with Matthias Kackman with 18 points. That's a look at our player profile, and that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Starting lineups opening tip is next here in Valley City.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams. where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
As we get ready for the starting lineups for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, and alongside here the Enderlin Eagles, Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here for our third to last game of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament here in Valley City. The Warbirds at 2-1 on the season, averaging 45 points per game, while defensively giving up 44. They'll be clad in their black uniforms here today with gold numerals and lettering outlined in white with Warbirds across the front. They'll go like this: Levi Kackman, a 5'11 junior guard, here to start for head coach Todd Hosford. Again, Kackman at 5'11". You have Brian Kwame, 6'2 sophomore. Kwame with 11 points and 4 rebounds in 2 games so far for the Warbirds in this tournament. Landon Buer, the 5'8 junior guard. Buer at 5'8". From there, you have the 6'3 senior guard and Matthias Kackman with 18 points and 7 rebounds here in 2 tournaments. Kackman again, the 6'3, and Briar Kaczynski, the 7-foot freshman, 7-foot forward, that is, senior here for the Warbirds. So Kackman, Kwam, Buer, Kackman, and Kaczynski. That's Matthias and Levi. Head coach by Todd Hosford. From there now to the Enderlin Eagles. Enderlin under the guidance of Calvin Kraft with a mark of 2-5, averaging 49 points per game, while defensively giving up 62. Anthony Wendell, the 6-foot junior guard. Wendell at 6 foot. Trey Wall, the 5'10 senior. Kanan Ammerman, the 6'3 senior center with 16 points and 15 rebounds. Carson Bartholomew, the 6'6 senior forward. And then Brennan Bartholomew here, the 6-foot junior center. So Wendell, Wall, Ammerman, a pair of Bartholomews, and Carson and Brennan. The Enderlin Eagles averaging 49, giving up 62 in their home white uniforms with Enderlin across the front in orange, outlined in black here for the Enderlin Eagles. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock is what we have on tap. The winner wins 2 out of 3 here in Valley City, while the loser will finish 6th place here. The winner, though, takes the Constellation Championship. The Enderlin Eagles will be going right to left, while for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, they'll be going left to right, as Kaczynski will put this one up in the center circle, going up against Carson Bartholomew here, as we're getting ready for the opening tip. And that'll be at 4:36 here on this Friday afternoon, and it's won by Kaczynski and the Warbirds. Wyndmere Lidgerwood will bring this one to the front court with Landon Buer. Enderlin going to match up little man pressure defense with Ammerman on the guard of Kaczynski, and they're putting a lot of help pressure on him so far. This one's going to hit the deck and a turnover as Carson Bartholomew comes away with the steal. Other end of the floor, so far here in this tournament, we've seen the Warbirds in a 1-3-1 and also a little bit of a 2-3. Carson Bartholomew thought about a 3, thought better of it. The Warbirds were able to take care of business yesterday against Maple River, holding the Raiders to 43 points with this 1-3-1. 3-pointer of the way here for Enderlin. Shot off the mark by Anthony Wendell. Ball out of play. It'll be tapped out of bounds and to the Warbirds. The Warbirds here trying to improve to 3-1 on the season with a win, while for the Enderlin Eagles trying to win back-to-back games and get to 3-5. Warbirds will go up top to Kaczynski, right-hand side, as this will be with Levi Kackman. Bounce pass on the interior to Matthias. Matthias looking for the up-and-under move on Bartholomew. Bartholomew going straight up, but somehow spinning and pirouetting and scoring was Matthias Kackman. Took his time, but able to find the move and finish for 2. Other end here for the Enderlin Eagles. Right-hand side to Carson Bartholomew. Ball gets skipped to Wall. Wall with a shot fake there at the left wing. Wall pass across the paint tip to Ammerman. Here's Bartholomew now for the Eagles. Back to Wall. Wall going hard down the paint. Kick out now to Carson. Right wing three. Off the front iron. Ball gets tapped out of play, and ball will go to the Warbirds here. On our City of Hope scoreboard, the Warbirds up by 2 early in this one. Battle of 2 Region 1 teams. This will count as a non-region contest between these 2 clubs, and then we get to see a little bit of flavor of everything in our next 2 games in North Dakota. Kackman top of the key. Shots off the mark, no. Saving it as Ammerman goes right to Kaczynski inside the paint for 2. So Kaczynski will say thank you very much, and now it's a 4-0 run to start this contest here for the Warbirds. Up top, Wendell, now to Trey Wall. Wall with the basketball, looking on the interior. Bounce pass, Brendan Bartholomew. Back to Wall here at the right wing. High arching 3. Halfway down, no. Ammerman gets the offensive rebound, though. Back to Wall. Wall gives it to Bartholomew. Bartholomew at the left elbow, back right-hand side. He's going to drive, looking to go on the interior. Bounce pass now. Wendell, 15-footer. Can't get that one. Ball tapped out and hustled for by Landon Buer. The Warbirds were able to extend a lot on shooters yesterday against Maple River, and they'll have to do that again today with Wall and Bartholomew. Matthias Kackman, baseline jumper off the mark, and a rebound now to the Enderlin Eagles. Here goes Trey Wall up the other side, finds a trailing Bartholomew, playing a little hot potato with it. Now Bartholomew will handle it here at the high post to Ammerman. Ammerman back to the top, as this will be with Trey Wall. Wall goes to Wendell. Wendell at the right-hand side finds Ammerman. Ammerman, left wing, now to Wall. Wall taking a couple of dribbles, rises from 8. Can't get it to go, and Kaczynski clears the miss. Warbirds push in transition. This will be with Levi Kackman. Kackman at the top of the key. Left-hand side as the Eagles continuing this man defense at the right wing. Kaczynski asking for it on the inside, posting up. Levi Kackman looking for it, nothing. Bounce pass coming across the paint, 15-footer. Elbow jumper off the way by Landon Buer, and a board here to the Enderlin Eagles. Enderlin looking to get off to Schneid here at the right wing. This is Bartholomew, triple no, and a rebound coming down to Matthias Kackman. Kackman, other end of the floor here for the Warbirds. Now left-hand side, jumper, got it to go. Levi Kackman with the triple. The Warbirds have 6 points with 3 different players in the scoring column, and they'll stay here in this one in the 1-3-1 here for the Warbirds. I was curious if we might see a box and one considering what Carson Bartholomew has done in this tournament. Bartholomew, a little shovel pass on the inside to Ammerman for 2. Bartholomew gets the assist. Ammerman gets the opening 2 points here for Enderlin at the midway point here of the first quarter on our City of Hope scoreboard. Ball goes left-hand side in this consolation championship here on the boys tournament. This will be a high post touch. Matthias Kackman looking to spin again on Bartholomew. Buer inside the paint, and there's a reach and foul. Trey Wall will get called for the foul, his first, team's first, and we'll have 2 shots upcoming here for Landon Buer. This will be Buer's first free throw attempts of the tournament here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Free throw attempt is good. Substitution into the game, Jacob Simbura here. The sophomore guard will check in for Brennan Bartholomew. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Landon. Got the second one as well. So 2 points apiece so far for Kackman, Buer, Kackman, and Kaczynski. It's just Brian Quam yet in the starting 5 here to get in the scoring column. But they almost got the bingo. Ball to the baseline here. Bartholomew looking on the interior. This one right-hand side to Wendell. No look pass to Carson. Bartholomew goes behind the back, up and over, pass to Wall, back to Wendell, around the horn. Bartholomew takes a drive, hangs, shoot in the paint, no. Rebound, Ammerman, and a fresh 35. They don't want to use it, they want to shoot it. Wendell shot up and off the mark as Kaczynski gets a defensive rebound. Don't see a 1-3-1 zone all the time, and particularly with the size that the Warbirds have. 7-foot Kaczynski, 6'3" Kackman, 6'2" Brian Quam. They can close in on shooters awfully quickly, especially with a 7-footer in the middle of that 1-3-1. 3-pointer off the mark, no by Landon Buer. Baseball pass by Bartholomew up the floor. Right-handed layup for 2 for Trey Wall. Trey Wall gets his first field goal here of the game, and Enderlin back within 4. Other end here goes the Warbirds. Left-hand side to Levi Kackman at the left wing. Kackman, bounce pass back up top. Buer thought about a 3. Looks to take a ball screen, nothing there. Bounce pass on the interior to Matthias Kackman. And we'll have a traveling violation here on the Warbirds. This will be their second of the game. Sub in now will be with Jack Manstrom. The 5'11 senior guard will check in here for the Warbirds, as coming out will be Matthias Kackman. Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. All the games have just felt like they've found a way to get to the fourth quarter and be interesting. Enderlin, you could argue, has played in two of the more entertaining games here this tournament so far, as Bartholomew lost it on his way up. Wendell, Jacobson, Bura, left pocket three off the iron. No, Ammerman with the rebound. Wall finds Bartholomew now. Bartholomew lost it, and it's going to go to the Warbirds. Warbirds with numbers, 4-on-2. Bounce pass, nice find across the paint for two with Levi Kackman. Give Manstrom the assist, and then there's going to be a foul here then on the aforementioned Manstrom here. This one will be his first, and that'll be the team's first here for the Warbirds. Enderlin lost to Standing Rock 74-65. It was Brentley Harrison going up against Carson Bartholomew, what it felt like there for a while, and then they won in overtime over Barnes County North by 3. Warbirds took care of business yesterday against Maple River, but it was Mayport CG that just kind of led from start to wire against the Warbirds back on Tuesday. Simbira, top of the key now, will handle it here. Looks reverse, uses up that dribble, looking back door, and this one gets tapped out of bounds, and then we're going to have it go out of play into the Warbirds. So a turnover here on Enderlin. We'll have a substitution coming in for Todd Hosford's club in Carl Quam. He's 6'5", senior forward. As the Warbirds right now led wire to wire so far in our opening quarter on our City of Hope scoreboard with 90 seconds left to play in our opening stanza. Left-hand side open, shooting and scoring. Carl Quam right off the bench and instant offense. Enderlin front court with Trey Wall driving kick to Bartholomew. They really hedge out there on Carson. 15-footer off the mark. Rebound coming down to the Warbirds. Landon Buer up the other end of the floor. This one gets pinballed around. On the deck is Wendell. And then we're going to have a timeout here for Enderlin, as Anthony Wendell will call a timeout. We'll break with them with 62 seconds left in the first quarter.
Loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Brock Brent Construction Inc. has been around since 2006. We do commercial and residential concrete and construction. From concrete parking lots, house foundations, stamped concrete patios and driveways, to new construction and home remodels. Call Brock today at 701-430-1011. Brock Brent Construction Inc., serving you since 2006.
Up by 9 for the Warbirds. Timeout on the floor here for Enderlin. They take a full timeout here for the Enderlin Eagles. Enderlin in this tournament shooting 45% from the floor entering play today, 24% from beyond the arc. Shooting well from the line, 26 of 33. Well for the Warbirds, shooting 40% from the floor, just 1 of 17 from the land of 3. Before that, 3 by Carl Quam, and 10 of 20 from the free throw line. One thing that the Warbirds did yesterday, jumper on the way for Wall, got it to go. Trey Wall now with 4 points, give the assist to Bartholomew. They really closed down on Coca and 1 or 2 other shooters, and they try to take Caleb away and force someone else to beat him. Well, they're doing that right now with Carson Bartholomew. He's scoreless here in the first quarter. Jumper off the mark on the shot by Carl Quam. Bartholomew again, 61 points and 29 rebounds in 2 games entering play. A little step through, shot gets blocked by Kaczynski. Bartholomew will end up with it, however, for the Eagles. Carson left wing, 3 on the way, off the iron mark, and a rebound here to the Enderlin Eagles. Ball worked around the horn here for Bartholomew. Bartholomew with the crow hop, and Kaczynski with another block. That's his second in as many seconds. So what Todd Hofsford wants to do is just make it challenging on the best player of the opposition, and in that zone just kind of know where he is. It's not necessarily a true box and one, but putting a lot of attention on him. Bartholomew gets a screen, able to get a shot off here off the iron. Kaczynski checked that. Carl Quam with the rebound, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. After one quarter of play on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds up by 7 on yourliveevent.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
Enderlin Area Schools is committed to providing students with optimal learning opportunities so they can reach their full potential. Enderlin Area Schools creates learners who believe in the power of their education to help them learn, excel, influence their world, and direct their future. Enderlin Area Schools take pride in their school and community. For up-to-date information, go online to enderlin.k12.nd.us. Good luck to the Eagles participating in all activities throughout the year.
The Warbirds lead it by 7 here over the Enderlin Eagles on yourliveevent.com. The Warbirds 5 of 10 shooting from the floor with 3 turnovers so far, while for Enderlin 3 of 16 shooting from the floor with 2 turnovers. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here from the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com. As Maple River won the 7th-place game over Barnes County North earlier today, 46-45. Now it's a matter of who's going to win their second game of the tournament between the Warbirds and the Eagles and go as consolation champs. Right-hand side, right wing, 3, rattles in. The Warbirds with the triple by Levi Kackman. He's got a game-high 7 here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Their first double-digit lead of the contest now as the Enderlin Eagles will bring in the front court. Wendell, right-hand side, Wendell, double team comes. Wendell with the basketball. Wendell finds himself in an awkward spot, gives it to Ammerman. This one left of the key, 3 by Bartholomew, and that rattles in. Bartholomew with his 5th triple here of the tournament. A much-needed bucket right there here for the Enderlin Eagles in this contest. And now they'll look to get a stop. The Warbirds shooting well here from beyond the arc. This one goes to Stenson, right-hand side now to Levi Kackman. Takes a ball screen, looking for a 2-man game to Matthias, and it's a turnover. As grabbing that one was Carson Bartholomew. Up the other end of the floor, here goes Trey Wall. Wall with it on the right wing here. Wall looking to find Ammerman, does, not a Bartholomew, back to Trey. Wall gives it to Bartholomew, left wing triple. That one rattles out, and a rebound upcoming now to the Warbirds with Matthias Kackman. Front court for Brian Quam. Quam looking for a ball screen, finds it right-hand side, as this will be now to Carl Quam. Right wing near sideline, Levi Kackman's had the hot hand. 3-pointer on the way, high-arching triple off the mark, but this one saved on the interior, and that's good. He can give the hockey assist to Matthias Kackman as it got tipped to Jay Stenson. Stenson with the 2 points here, and the Warbirds leading it by 9. Trey Wall rips it through, looking, finding, and scoring is Anthony Wendell. Give Wall the assist, give Wendell the bucket there, and it's a 4 players in the scoring column now for Enderlin. A timeout on the floor will break as well. 5:48 left to play in the first half. The Warbirds up by 7.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
We're in Complain, Home, North Dakota. From job listings and housing options, go online to HopeND.com. That again is HopeND.com, providing our scoreboard sponsor throughout this Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. For the Warbirds here, they will handle it in the backcourt. That'll be to Jay Stenson. Back up top as Enderlin will match up a little 2-3 zone now here for the Eagles. Matthias Kackman spinning That one shot no. Put back by Kaczynski. Can't get it to go. Left wing just inside the three-point line, and that's a bank two-pointer on a Friday afternoon. And Jay Stenson has a smile a mile wide as well, looking back at the bench. And a turnover here as they were looking on the interior for Wall. Going the other way here. Passing to Stenson. Shooting. Shot no. Kaczynski. And then we're going to have Breyer with the offensive foul. Kaczynski will pick up his first, the team second. Sometimes it looks weird that you grab the ball over someone, but if they're not putting a back, a butt, some type of their body into you and getting position, you can pretty much do what you want. Everyone's got a 50-50 chance at the ball. On that time, just enough for Enderlin here boxing out Breyer to cause the offensive foul. This one to Trey Wall at the top. Wall will handle it near sideline to Wendell, and there's a turnover here on Enderlin. And the 1-3-1 zone is just not something you see often, and the way the Warbirds, they get up in passing lanes, they start to be very active here, and they just want to make it difficult, and that's what they've been able to do for the majority of this first half of play here against Enderlin. Stenson, left wing, three on the way, off the iron Bartholomew with it, as Bartholomew looks in transition. Carson, left-hand side, ball tapped, and there you go, hand the passing lane by Jay Stenson. Substitution as coming in will be Landon Buer returning for the Warbirds. On the opposite end, Jacob Simbura returns, the sophomore guard, here for the Enderlin Eagles. Enderlin, not a great first half yesterday against Barnes County North. They trailed it by 10 at the half, but then came storming back in the third and fourth and won it in overtime. Wall will get the offensive rebound, but then a turnover going with it the other way. Here comes the Warbirds off the window, no by Landon Buer. Rebound now to Enderlin. Carson Bartholomew in the front court here, pops it past to Wendell. Wendell drives the baseline, driving kick. Jacob Simbura, right wing three on the way, gonna be long, and the Warbirds collect the rebound with Levi Kackman. Stenson in the front court for the Warbirds, finds it with Levi here, trailing three, tickles a twine. Levi Kackman, have yourself a game. He's got 10, and a timeout on the floor. Warbirds up by 12 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Well, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds right now for head coach Todd Hofsberg. It's been a balanced effort. 6 players in the scoring column, but they're led by the 10 of Levi Kackman. The Warbirds in 2 games in this tournament were shooting 1 of 17 from the three-point line entering play today, but right now they've hit 3 threes, 2 of them by Levi, and the Warbirds with their largest lead of the game right now at 12 points. After the timeout by head coach Calvin Kraft, he'll have 2 remaining here as Wendell gives a high post touch to Trey Wall. This one gets poked away, and then we're going to have a traveling violation with Levi Kackman running into his own teammate here with Landon Buer. So a turnover for a turnover. Coming up at the half, first half numbers, recap what happened with Barnes County North, Maple River, and get you set for our final 2 games here from the BCT tournament. That's all coming up on our halftime show. This one on the left wing. Trey Wall to left short corner finds Wendell. Wendell goes back to the left short corner here now to Wall. Wall at the top, and there's a reach and foul here for the Warbirds. Stenson will pick up his first, team's third, as well have a substitution as Jack Banstrom will come in. And the guy on the top of that 1-3-1 zone, you're looking to do one of 2 things. 1, keep him on one side of the court, or 2, kind of force him into a trapping area. Bounce pass to Ammerman, now to Bartholomew. Bartholomew looking for a ball screen, gets the shot off here off the backboard, got it to go. Not sure if he called it, but it still counts as 2 points Carson Bartholomew now with 5. Right-hand side, Manstrom, high post touch to Kackman to the baseline here for the Warbirds. Jumper on the way, off the mark, no good by Levi Kackman. And here comes Enderlin the other way. Enderlin got the score, now they get the stop. Bounce pass here to Carson Bartholomew. Bartholomew on the baseline, off the mark, no. Jacobson Bureau, but then we have a foul here by Enderlin. Might had a little bit of extension on a push here for Anthony Wendell. And foul coming here with Wendell. That'll be his first and the team's second. Carson Gruba will check into the game. Gruba, the 6-foot freshman here for the Eagles. For the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, right now looking to get to 3-1 on the season, and this is how they're going to win contests. Just playing really stingy defense. You know, not necessarily going to win a lot of games scoring 60 or 70, but if they can just be a nuisance defensively, as that was a tandem block by Ammerman and Simbira here for Enderlin, the Warbirds are doing this as well without their senior guard, Adam Baldwin, who rolled his ankle a week ago today. So once they get him back into the fold as well, this just makes the Warbirds a little bit more deeper, a little bit more dangerous entering Region 1 play throughout the rest of this season, as there's a turnover here on the Warbirds. After tonight, for the Warbirds, they return to the court against second-ranked Central Cass. That game coming up on Tuesday as they'll host them. Then they go to Fargo Oak Grove on Thursday. That is a tough 1-2 combination here in Region 1 boys basketball this season. Jacobson Bureau will have a traveling violation for Enderlin. The Eagles will host Hankinson on January the 10th and host Maple River on January the 13th for a couple of Region 1 contests here for the Eagles. Other end of the floor will have a reach and foul on the drive of Matthias Kackman. This foul will come across on Trey Wall, his second and the team's third. Wall and Wendell had foul issues yesterday in the first half. This to the baseline here. Left pocket three on the way off the iron by Brian Quam. Rebound comes down here to the Enderlin Eagles and Trey Wall. Wall in the front court. Here, little hesitation. Dribble finds Gruba right baseline. Got it to go. Carson Gruba with the deep two-pointer. Coming in the front court now for the Warbirds left wing. This will be with Manstrom back around the horn. Buer will shoot the three off the iron. Simbura gets the rebound. This to try to cut it back to a two-possession game. Wall going right to the 10, and there's a block with Kaczynski. We'll see if it is on Breyer. If it is, that's going to be his second. Kaczynski will pick up his second, team's fourth, as Wall will go to the free throw line in this tournament. Trey is 5 of 6 from the charity line. Free throw opportunity is off the mark. Substitution here is Levi Kackman will check in, as Breyer Kaczynski will check out with those two fouls here with 98 seconds left to play in the half, so Ton Hosper doesn't want to risk him picking up his third. Free throw attempt number 2 rattles out by Wall, and a rebound to the Warbirds here in Brian Quam. Up the other end of the floor as they handle it with Manstrom. Find a teammate trailing here with Levi Kackman. Back to Manstrom, left wing three! Splash City! Manstrom with the triple, and that's the Warbirds' 4-3 here of the day. Warbirds lead it by 11. Brendan Bartholomew pass gets deflected right back to Brendan here. It's on the end line and sideline, and that'll be a turnover here on the Eagles. So with 74 seconds left to play, the Warbirds right now up by 11, and all of a sudden another three, another two, and it'll be talking about being up in the teens. Instead, there's a steal with Gruba. Gruba works with it. Gruba looks to go coast to coast, throws it up, and that's going to be a foul here on the reach with Brian Quam. His first, the team's fifth, and Carson Gruba will go to the free throw line. First free throws here for Carson today. Enderlin 0 for 2 from the charity stripe as a team. First of 2 on the way for Carson. Off the front iron. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Enderlin. Let's try to make it a 10-point contest on our City of Hope scoreboard. Second free throw attempts off the back iron as well. So the Eagles 0 for 4 from the stripe after going 26 of 33 in the first 2 games. Free throw attempt long, rebound underneath by Matthias Kackman. Block shot by Ammerman, but Matthias will go to the line. as Ammerman will pick up his first, team's fourth. Matthias Kackman shooting 2. Matthias now 4 of 10 from the stripe here in this tournament. Substitution as Carl Quam will check in the game as Madstrom will check out. Second free throw attempts upcoming here for Matthias. Second free throw attempts off the iron, and Bartholomew collects the miss. And then we'll have a foul here, as a foul will come across. This will be on the Warbirds, and Brian Quam, his second in the team's 6th. Next jump ball favors the Warbirds as Enderlin. 6 points in the first quarter, 9 points so far here in the second. Bounce pass with Ammerman back to Wall. Wall at the left wing, 15-footer on the way, rattles in. Trey Wall with 6 points here, and the Eagles are back within 9. The Warbirds 13 points in the first and second quarter right now. Gruba looking for the steal, almost gets it. The Warbirds here almost with an over and back. That was as close as it about gets. Top of the key here, Warbirds, Matthias Kackman. Gruba being active in the zone, ball out of play and off of the Warbirds. Carson Gruba doing a nice job being very active in that zone to get the steal. And a turnover for the Warbirds. Now it's Enderlin that can hold for the final shot of the half. Gruba to Bartholomew. Bartholomew skips it to Wall. Wall with 5 seconds. At 4 seconds finds Bartholomew. This, good if it goes. Off the front iron. That's how we'll end our second quarter of play. The Warbirds 26, the Enderlin Eagles 17. It's high school basketball consolation championship in Valley City from the Barnes County Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
The vision of the Findlay-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationship to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Findlay-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit FindlaySharonSchool.com.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
Ground North is a coffee shop and boutique located in the Bank North Mall in Lemoore, North Dakota. You can find a complete outfit at Ground North from sizes to small up to 3XL, ranging from sweaters, a variety of tops, bottoms, activewear, loungewear, and more. Ground North is open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information or to check out the latest styles, go online to groundnorthboutique.com. That's groundnorthboutique.com. Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of snow and grain shovels alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lemoore Hardware today and browse their sweet pickin' section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information on all the services Lemoore Hardware offers, go online to LemooreHardware.com. That's LemooreHardware.com.
As we take a look at the first half numbers here on YourLiveEvent.com for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, they lead it by 9, thanks in part to shooting 40% from the floor at 10 of 25, 4 of 10 from beyond the arc, currently with 20 rebounds, 3 assists, and 9 turnovers here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. On the opposite side of the floor for the Enderlin Eagles, 8 of 26 shooting from the floor, but they're 1 of 13 from 3. 0 of 4 as well from the line. 16 rebounds, 6 assists to 9 turnovers here for the Eagles. Individual numbers, Wyndmere Lidgerwood led by the 10 points of Levi Kackman. Kackman 4 of 5 shooting from the floor. 4 points then with Chase Stenson here off the bench. 3 points by Jack Manstrom. 3 points by Carl Quam as well. 2 points, 2 boards by Lennon Buer. 2 points, 3 rebounds by Matthias Kackman. 2 points, 4 rebounds here by Briar Kaczynski. Levi Kackman with 10 for the Warbirds. For the Enderlin Eagles, they're paced by the 6 points of Trey Wall, 3 rebounds, 5 points, 6 boards for Carson Bartholomew with 3 assists. You also have 2 points by Carson Gruba, 2 points by Anthony Wendell, and 2 points, 4 rebounds for Caden Ammerman. Bench points favor the Enderlin Eagles, the Warbirds right now at 10-2, and pretty much is the difference so far here in this first half of play. After one half of play from the Constellation Championship of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament, the Warbirds lead it by 9 points. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier today between the Barnes County North Bison and Maple River Raiders and preview what's to come here in Valley City.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
On our halftime show, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds lead it over the Enderlin Eagles. Let's take a look at what happened earlier today here in the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Maple River with a 1-point win over Barnes County North, 46-45. Carter Bosch and Caleb Kolka with 12 points each in the win here for Maple River. William Schwer had a double-double for Barnes County North in the loss. The Raiders improved to 1-3 on the season, while Barnes County North drops to 3-3. Later today, it's going to be Lemoore, Litchell, Marion, and Mayport CG in the championship. How they got there, Lobos with wins over Barnes County North and Standing Rock, while for Mayport CG with wins over Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, and Richland. So in the third place game, it's Standing Rock and Richland. That game is coming up next, closer to maybe about a 6:15 tip for third place. And then the championship game will follow the conclusion of that between Lemoore, Litchell, Marion, and Mayport CG. And then we'll also get to our all-tournament team, hear from the Sportsmanship Award, and we'll find out who the champ is as well. Make sure during our post-game conversations here throughout this tournament, you stay tuned for that, as we'll hear from a winning participant from the winning club as well. The Enderlin Eagles and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Warbirds led by the 10 of Levi Kackman, while for the Enderlin Eagles, they're led by the 6 points of Trey Wall. Again, at the half here on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's the Warbirds up by 9. Second half action coming up next inside the bubble in Valley City.
As over 4 generations of experience in the field, through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Let's get ready for second half action here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse in Valley City between the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds and alongside the Enderlin Eagles here. Warbirds just been balanced. Levi Kackman has been the dude so far here today in the first half for the Enderlin Eagles. Carson Bartholomew limited to 5 points. Trey Wall with 6 right now here for Enderlin. That's going to be a question as this season continues. A lot of people are going to put attention on number 20, Carson Bartholomew. So when he either gets in foul trouble or when teams are able to minimize his footprint from an offensive standpoint, who can be another playmaker to come up? And it doesn't need to be one person needs to score everything. Just another field goal by Ammerman, Wendell, one by Simbura off the bench, for example, could do just enough as well when you balance it out like we saw from the Warbirds' point of view right now. Kaczynski gets it on the inside after a little flex play there with Matthias Kackman. As Kaczynski now has 4 points in this game, as the Warbirds will stay out in that 1-3-1 zone. Playing the top there, it's going to be Brian Quam, almost gets the steal. Wendell, Wall, Ammerman, and a pair of Bartholomew's here for the Enderlin Eagles. This one's loose in the backcourt. And it comes all the way to the Warbird bench. And the officials will talk it over here to see who was the last touched off of. Right now the shot clock's at 16 if the ball does go back to the Enderlin Eagles. And they will say it's Warbird basketball. Warbirds right now on the floor with Matthias Kackman, Briar Kaczynski, Levi Kackman with him. We mentioned Matthias, also Brian Quam and Landon Buer who will inbound the ball here. There's will be 7:25 left here in the third quarter. As the Enderlin Eagles are going to get the steal the other way. Anthony Wendell, right-handed layup for 2. So there's a turnover for the Warbirds. They're 10 points off turnovers, and now Enderlin back within single digits at 9. 2-3 zone here by the Eagles. They get the tip. Brendan Bartholomew with the steal, and now they want to run again. It's a 1-on-4. The one is Enderlin. He doesn't care. Oh, he gets the 10 and scores. No numbers, no problem. Anthony Wendell with 4 points here in a matter of seconds. And Enderlin back within 7. This is almost a carbon copy of a game if Enderlin's able to come back here in this third quarter as what they did against Barnes County North. Another steal. This to Bartholomew. Bartholomew on the baseline. Crowhop in the paint. Shot fake left and a layup for 2. It's a 6-0 run for the Eagles who are back within 2 possessions. 2-3 zone now. Enderlin being the team that's active in their zone defense. Ammerman almost gets a steal. Last touch off of who? And they'll say it's 2. Enderlin. So 4 consecutive turnovers by the Warbirds here as we'll have a substitution as Brian Quam will check out. Coming in will be Jay Stenson now for the Warbirds. So Enderlin, just like that, before he can blink, down by 11 quickly, and then it goes the other side. There's an offensive foul. Driving the paint, Anthony Wendell. Taking the charge there was Levi Kackman. Wendell with his second, team's first. The Enderlin Eagles right now on an 8-0 run. Able to cut into this halftime deficit here early in this third quarter of play. Warbirds bringing the front court here. Double team comes, left-hand side. Warbirds right now just looking for a post touch either to Matthias Kackman or Kaczynski. Well, they get it to Matthias, power dribble, and then he gets fouled on his way up by Bartholomew with the reach. Actually, it'll be before Carson. They'll call it on Brennan Bartholomew. So Brennan will pick up the foul, his first, and the team's second. Matthias Kackman goes to the free throw line to shoot the pair. First of two on the way, off the mark. Warbirds 2 of 5 shooting now from the foul line. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. So Matthias with 3 points. The Enderlin Eagles here will bring it up the front court. Trailing it by 6 on our City of Hope scoreboard. For more, go to hopend.com. Turnover. Now it's the Warbirds that want points in transition. Stenson rips it through. Shovel handoff to Kaczynski for 2. Stenson the assist. Briar Kaczynski now with 6. Bartholomew across the left-hand side. This will go to Trey Wall. Back up top to Ammerman, now to Wendell. As Enderlin just looking for a little bit of spacing here for Carson Bartholomew, and there's a foul here on the floor. Foul will come across here on Stenson, his second, team's first. So for the Warbirds, 2 on Stenson, 2 on Brian Quam, and 2 on Kaczynski right now. Fresh 35 on the shot clock here for Enderlin. Enderlin gives it to the baseline here. That's going to go to Wendell. Jumper by Trey Wall, after the pass by Wendell. And Wall now with 8 points. Warbirds will handle it in the front court. Bounce pass to Matthias Kackman. Kackman tiptoes inside the paint. Brennan tips it to Carson. And Bartholomew will handle it in the front court here. This one back to Wall. Ball's loose on the deck. Bartholomew for a one-possession game short. Rebound then to Landon Buer. And the Warbirds will bring it up the court. Warbirds left-hand side. This will be to Jay Stenson. Stenson will handle a rock back up top, open. Levi Kackman. Kackman looking back door, and then we're going to have a foul here or a jump ball. A jump ball possession will favor the Enderlin Eagles. Jacob Simbira comes back into the game for Enderlin, while returning for the Warbirds will be Brian Quam. Warbirds led by the 10 points of Levi Kackman, while for the Enderlin Eagles so far, they're led by the 8 points of Trey Wall. 1-3-1 zone will continue here near sideline as well. High post touch. Now to the left wing to Bartholomew. Back to Ammerman here as he finds Wendell. Carson, left baseline, takes a couple of dribbles hard in the paint. Ammerman, 16-footer. Got it to go. Ammerman now with 4 points here. The Enderlin Eagles are back within 4. 2-3 zone continues here in this third quarter for Enderlin. Near side on the left wing, high post touch. Double team comes across the paint inside to Briar Kaczynski. Ball right in the hands of Landon Buer. Kaczynski just kind of cleared out anybody on the baseline, and Buer now has 4 points. Trey Wall with it, skips it to Bartholomew. Right wing 3, Carson buries the triple. Bartholomew in double digits with 10. He's got a second made 3, and Enderlin back within 1 possession. Here goes the Warbirds now the other end. This one off of Kaczynski. It's still loose underneath. Kaczynski hits the deck, and a timeout for Todd Hosford. He'll save the possession. Good job by the big man, Briar Kaczynski, getting down on the floor and saving the possession. Timeout will break with them. Warbirds up by 3.
CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
The Warbirds up by 3 over the Enderlin Eagles. Wyndmere Lidgerwood so far in this contest of the third quarter with 7 points, 4 by Briar Kaczynski, 2 by Landon Buer, and a point by Matthias Kackman. Well, for the Enderlin Eagles, they've currently had 13 points in the quarter, led by 5 of Carson Bartholomew, 4 by Wendell, and 2 apiece by Trey Wall and Caden Ammerman. Still to come, third place game is next between the Richland Colts and the Standing Rock Warriors in the championship with Mayport CG and Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. Warbirds going hard on the inside with Matthias Kackman. He's got 5, and see what the Warbirds match up with now is they're going to go a little 2-3 zone with Kaczynski on the bench. Here goes Wall off the front iron. That's going to be short. Warbirds now will bring it in the front court here, up by 5 as they leave it right wing to Brian Qualm. Nice little give and go action, 16-footer off the mark, no by Buer. Buer follows his shot, nice up and under move for 2. Landon Buer has 6, and after the timeout by Todd Hosford, 4 consecutive points from the Warbirds here. That's the Enderlin Eagles. Now will handle it. Trey Wall takes a ball screen, bounce pass to Wendell. Wendell finds Bartholomew as the Warbirds again go in this 2-3 zone. There's a foul here on the floor. Trying to come across a little bit too late. Might have been Levi Kackman picking up the foul, and it is. Kackman will pick up his first, team's second, as Carson Gruba returns. As Jacobson Bureau will check out of the game. And Enderlin is slated to inbound the basketball. Wendell, baseline to Wall. Wall tiptoes the baseline here, gets fouled and count it. Trey Wall in double digits with 10. Basket's good. Matthias Kackman picks up his first and the team's third as Briar Kaczynski quickly returns to the floor. So Wall will go to the free throw line here for the Enderlin Eagles to try to trim it to a 2-possession game. Free throw attempt on the way is good. So Trey Wall is able to do so now with 11. As this one's going to come across the front here for the Warbirds. That one might have partially gotten blocked here, and it was a deflected shot after the shot by Brian Quam. After one quarter play, Warbirds led by 7. After 2, they led by 9, but that deficit got trimmed down to 6 right now. Almost a tip and steal. Buer, jumper from 14, no. Kaczynski gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. Foul comes across here on the Enderlin Eagles. The foul will be on Trey Wall, his third, team's third, as Kaczynski now has a cotton ball in his left nostril after hitting the deck just a minute and a half ago. Free throw attempt here for Kaczynski. Not going to affect the free throw, though, as Briar buries that one. Kaczynski now 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Second one upcoming, rattles out. Bartholomew gets the steal here, and who's going to close out the third quarter on a little run? Bartholomew here looking for a ball screen from Ammerman, getting across on the front there with Stenson. Good job there by Jace, but then he might have been a little bit too aggressive as that was the hold on Bartholomew. Stenson will pick up his third and the team's fourth, as we'll have Carl Quam checking back into the game here for the Warbirds. Also returning will be Manstrom here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. In the first half, it was all exclusive 1-3-1. 1-3-1 to start the second, but now to a 2-3 here for the Warbirds. It's been zone throughout. Wendell, handoff to Bartholomew. Bartholomew gets the ball right back here, now between the circles. Leaves it to Wendell. Warbirds want to travel on Carson, nothing granted. Ball goes to Gruba. Gruba on the baseline, tries to finish over Kaczynski. Ball got blocked, now it goes back here to Gruba. The shot clock reset, and then there's a foul, won't matter anyway. Blocking foul here on the Warbirds. And this will be on Carl Quam, his first and the team's fifth, as Enderlin will inbound it on the baseline with Wendell. Wendell will handle it here, back up top to Bartholomew. Back to Ammerman. As Enderlin trying to get into the interior here where the Warbirds being active up front. Really on the side of the zone 2, kind of extending it right now. Here goes Wall. Wall, 13-footer on the way, rattles in. Trey Wall, have yourself a quarter. 7 of his 13 points here in the third. Enderlin back within 5. Manstrom, the other end. This one going to be stolen away by Wendell. Wendell, right-handed layup for 2. Wendell now with 8 points off turnovers has been the theme here in this third quarter for the Eagles. Manstrom, bounce pass here into the back. This one with Landon Buer, high post touch and a turnover. Now it's with Bartholomew. Bartholomew works with it the other end of the floor, throws it up and in. Bartholomew with 12 here for the Eagles, and Enderlin They have yet to lead here tonight. Warbirds high post touch up and over Kwame to Kaczynski. Kaczynski on the left block battling with Ammerman. Baby hook off the mark, and Bartholomew clears the defensive rebound. A bucket here would give Enderlin their first lead of this consolation championship. Bartholomew now to Wall. Wall looks to take a ball screen, finds Wendell at the right wing. Wendell takes a dribble, gets into a little real estate. Jumper by Bartholomew, no. Ball underneath, saved, and the rebound gets tapped out to Kaczynski. Warbirds will bring it in the front court now, as they do right-hand side, right through the hands of Manstrom, and another turnover. Substitution as Levi Kackman will come into the game. The Enderlin Eagles so far here in this quarter with 22 points, 14 points on the opposite side for the Warbirds. Ball at the top here for Trey Wall. Bartholomew goes on the baseline. Ammerman on the inside. 10-footer off the mark. No. Ball loose underneath. Put back, and then we have a foul at the buzzer as Wendell will go to the line. Ball just went to Wendell's hands. We'll see if they put .2 or .4 back up here. This will be in Briar Kaczynski, his third, the team's 6. And again, we'll see if they maybe put .2 or if it was right at the buzzer. Regardless, it'll be Enderlin at the free throw line here with Anthony Wendell. We'll see what Lance Luke's part of our officiating crew comes over to the scores table. And see what they put on the clock here. They'll put .3, so enough for a tip, but you can't catch and shoot. Free throw first for Wendell is good. It's our first tie of the ball game. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Enderlin. Second one for Wendell is good, and Enderlin now has their first lead of the contest, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. On our City Hope scoreboard, the Eagles lead it by 1 over the Warbirds.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
The friendly staff at Lamore Drugstore reminds you from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription requests, you can find it all at Lamore Drugstore. They deliver any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have. Plus, stop in for the annual flu shots. No appointment is necessary. Just stop in and they'll take care of you at Lamore Drugstore. They're located in the center of Lamore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to lamoredrugstore.com. That's lamoredrugstore.com.
So we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com between the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds and the Enderlin Eagles as we go to our fourth quarter of play. Warbirds with 7 players in the scoring column, still led by Kackman with 10 right now, 4 threes, all of those in the first half of play. On the opposite side here for Enderlin, a 24-point third quarter here for the Enderlin Eagles. A balanced effort for Calvin Crafts Club. Trey Wall with 13, Carson Bartholomew with 12, and Anthony Wendell with 10 here for the Enderlin Eagles. As the officials are coming over and talking about the scores right now, making sure that they have everything right, as the officials again at the scores table are talking it over. So we'll see if it's a matter of fouls, it's a matter of score discrepancy, or if it's a matter of what we have for timeouts left. Right now on our City of Hope scoreboard, again, it's 41-40 as they're coming across to make sure that everything is kosher and everything is good. So we'll just have to tally up our own scoreboard here. 23, 27, 29, 41 for Enderlin. 17, 23, 26, 31. And we'll have to check here to see if maybe it should be 38. So let's see, 7, 12, plus 9, got 21, 31. And I think it should be a 41-38 score right now in favor of the Enderlin Eagles. Unless we are missing a bucket here, that would be the score on this one. Again, as these two teams will come across over and make sure that everything is good, and if there is 2 points missing from one scorebook to the other scorebook, that's what you have to figure out, especially in a game like this one right now. And there it is. Warbirds go down to 38. So that is the correct score here. So it'll just be 12 points after tallying it all up. It will be a 41-38 contest. So we got everything right. We're good to go. Timeouts are fine. Fouls are fine. But after tallying it up and everybody looking at the scores, just had to make sure. So, again, that is what we have here as well in our unofficial scorebook. But what they have on the floor, that's the official one. And they'll say it is a 41-38 contest. So the Warbirds right now trailing it with their largest deficit at 3. Bounce pass comes across the paint as Bartholomew gets a steal, and then there's a reach. Landon Bewer will pick up the foul. That'll be his first, the team's 7th. Then we have bonus free throw opportunities here with Carson Bartholomew. Make one to get one. Bartholomew so far in the tournament, 13 of 17 from the line for the Enderlin Eagles here in this contest. 3 of 5 as a team from the stripe. Free throw attempt is good. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Carson Bartholomew. That's good as well. So Bartholomew with 14 points. Here's the Enderlin Eagles. Right now, will handle it on the 2-3 zone. They get another steal. They have just continuing to be pressure defense right now here for the Enderlin Eagles in this second half. Ball goes to the baseline. Gruba, bounce pass, Treywall, power dribble, kick out. Bartholomew, left wing, 3! Splash City! Bartholomew now with 17. His third triple of the contest, and Bartholomew starting to heat up. 78 points here in this tournament so far for Bartholomew. Other end of the floor, Warbirds need a bucket. Shot off the mark there by Brian Quam, and now it's Bartholomew working with it the other end. Bartholomew lost it, out of control, and Calvin Kraft will call a timeout here with 7:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll break as well here in the fourth quarter of play on your liveevent.com.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
It's the Enderlin Eagles right now up by 8 on our City of Hope scoreboard. Enderlin with the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining for the Warbirds. They currently have 3. Eagles with 3 team fouls. Enderlin, Warbirds with 7 fouls, and the Eagles currently with 3. Warbirds, now they need to stop, and they need to get something going, as the Enderlin Eagles have really shined here in this second half of play after trailing by 9 points going to the third quarter. This one is tipped in the backcourt. Carson Bartholomew with 7. Gets in the front now with 5. Bartholomew with 4. Bartholomew behind the back finds Ammerman. 16-footer. Got it to go before the buzzer. Ammerman now with 6 here for the Enderlin Eagles. And then we have an inadvertent trip in the backcourt. After the turnover, Matthias Kackman will pick up the foul, and it's Enderlin who will go to the free throw line with Gruba for the front end of a 1-and-1. The Warbirds limited to 12 points so far here in this second half, while the Enderlin Eagles, they have scored 31. They've outscored the Warbirds 31-12 in this second half. Free throw here for Gruba is good. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Gruba, the 6-foot freshman guard, as the Eagles are looking to win back-to-back games here in Valley City. Second one by Gruba is good as well. So Gruba goes 2 of 2 from the line. Largest lead of the game for the Enderlin Eagles here at 12 with 6:20 left in this fourth quarter. as we'll have a foul here. This will be with Trey Wall. That's going to be his fourth and the team's fourth here in this fourth quarter of play. Enderlin will stay in this zone. This one up and over. Trey Wall tries to get the steal. Unable to do so. Now they give it to Kaczynski. Ball gets tipped, but now it's to Trey Wall. Wall with it at the other end of the floor. Wall goes to 10. Right-handed layup for 2. Trey Wall with 15 points here for the Enderlin Eagles. And the Eagles right now are starting to open this one up. Warbirds just need something positive to happen from their point of view. And well, there's something positive. Another foul quickly on Enderlin. Carson Gruba, his first, team's fifth. As the Enderlin Eagles, 6 points in the first quarter, 17 in the first half. They've just erupted here in the second. Warbirds, right-hand side, that's going to be a steal. Wendell will handle it now for Gruba as Enderlin at the left wing. Gruba going hard to the paint, left-handed scoop shot for 2. Carson Bartholomew, how do you do? He's got 7 in the quarter and 19 in the contest. Right-hand side for the Warbirds now is Levi Kackman. Kackman with the curl hop, and that's going to be a traveling violation here on the Warbirds. This game's starting to slip away here from Wyndmere Lidgerwood, while on the Enderlin side, whatever you've done in the second half against Barnes County North and against Enderlin, you want to bottle that up for 4 quarters of play. Not dig yourself in a hole and come back, but that's what the Eagles have been able to do here yesterday and so far today, but still a lot of game time to be had here with 5 minutes and change in the fourth quarter. Wall spin, shoot, and scoring. Trey Wall with 17. Scored in every quarter to boot, and then there's a foul here by Wendell. Wendell pick up his third, the team's 6th, but the old adage in any sport is how much is too much to dig yourself out of a hole, and right now it's 16 here for the Warbirds. 3-pointer on the way, off the iron, no. Rebound coming to Ammerman here. Warbirds were up 23-11 in the first half of play. Brennan Bartholomew, left wing. It was all the Warbirds able to get turnovers, able to make it difficult on Enderlin in the half court, but since the halftime adjustments, it's been all Enderlin. Ball goes to the right baseline. Here goes Levi Kackman. Kackman off the iron. Rebound now to Ammerman. The Enderlin Eagles will handle it now in the front court with the basketball, as this will go to Trey Wall. Wall at the top here. Bounce pass to Ammerman. Ammerman looking on the interior. Gives it now to Trey Wall. 14-footer. No, Wall stays with it. Ball out of play. And it will be Carson Bartholomew to check back in as the Enderlin Eagles will handle the rock. Coming up next, Standing Rock goes up against the Richland Colts here in the third place contest. As inbounding it for Enderlin now will be at the top. The Enderlin Eagles, they can be very selective moving forward with a double-digit lead of where they want to go and how they want to shoot. And they can just milk off some clock, and they don't even need to score. They'll be fine with it and content to keep moving the ball around here. As this one will be at the left wing. Now to Ammerman. Shot clock to single digits. Right wing, Bartholomew, triple, and there's your dagger. Bartholomew with his second 3 of the quarter, his 4th of the game. And the Enderlin Eagles now lead at 59-38. Warbirds go on the other end, and there's a block shot by Bartholomew as well. Brendan Bartholomew coming alive here in the second half. Now with 22 points in the contest for Bartholomew. 83 points in 3 games here for the Eagles senior. Right pocket 3 off the front iron by Brian Quam. Long rebound chased out and won by the Warbirds. That's what they did a lot of in the first half of play, and able to get the 2 points there. Landon Buer now with 8. That lasts about 15 seconds for the Warbirds was the reason why they were taking it and getting the lead in the first half of play, as we have a foul here on the Warbirds. This will be on Landon Buer, his second, team's 8th. Make it team's 9th, excuse me. But again, what they were able to do in that last 15 seconds for the Warbirds, they did a lot of in the first half. Just being aggressive, getting the hands in the passing lane, second chance opportunities at times. Trey Wall with the free throw here. Now with 18 points. Free throw opportunity number 2 on the way. Off the iron. Rebound, though, by Ammerman, and now the Eagles again can kill some more time. Most points in a tournament, 105 here in the BCT. Nice give-and-go action. Ammerman to wall, misses the finger roll layup. 105 by Torrey Trapp of Marion in 1991, and in 2005, Mike Stillman of Maple Valley was able to score 105 points in 3 games here in the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Don't think Bartholomew is going to get there, but he's going to at least start knocking on the door. Foul comes on the aforementioned Carson. His first team 7-2 shots here for Briar Kaczynski with 7 points in the game. 1 of 2 from the foul line and make him 1 of 3. Jacobson Bureau will check in for the Eagles. Coming in is Jack Manstrom now for the Warbirds. Still to come on our post-game show, we'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and also our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play and Player of the Game. Briar Kaczynski with the free throw. He's got 8. 19-point deficit now for the Warbirds. As Enderlin will bring it in the front court here now to Bartholomew. Bartholomew right of the key. 3! And he's got another one. Bartholomew with 25. Warbirds get a steal with Enderlin. Enderlin with Bartholomew with the exclamation dunk. Bartholomew with 27 now for the Enderlin Eagles. 88 points in 3 games here for Bartholomew. Ball in the interior. Bartholomew trying to get this steal, and it gets tipped away to Jacob Simbira. And the Enderlin Eagles right now have put on a show in this second half of play, as they scored 48 points here in the second half, while defensively only giving up 15. Ball left-hand side, and that'll be a turnover here on Bartholomew, and sometimes it's just about right into a buzzsaw in the matchups, and that's what we saw here as the Enderlin Eagle faithful across the way stand on their feet, as Enderlin will improve to 3-5 on the season with this win. While for the Warbirds, they will drop to 2-2. Even though it is a 24-point margin, doesn't show the outcome. If you just look at the box score, you would think Enderlin led from wire to wire, had no problem with the Warbirds, but it was quite the opposite. First half of play was all Wyndmere Lidgerwood, leading 26-17, holding Enderlin to not great shooting from the floor, but then all of a sudden something just switched and clicked midway through the third quarter of play, and then especially once Enderlin went to that 2-3 zone. This one right of the key, 3-pointer of the way for the Warbirds as Hunter Dunn, the 5'9 sophomore, into the game. For the Enderlin Eagles, Preston Dawson now, the 6-foot freshman, into the contest here. So Enderlin, their next game against Hankinson on January the 10th in Enderlin. While for the Warbirds, they will host Central Cass on Tuesday, second ranked in the state of North Dakota. Shovel a handoff now to Maverick Sandvig. And then there's a foul here coming across. It'll be on Hunter Dunn, his first, team's 10th, and 2 shots upcoming here for Maverick. Sandvig, the 5'8 sophomore guard, will come in here for the Enderlin Eagles with 68 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Sandvig, free throw attempt, the knuckler at the line, unable to go. Third place game is next between the Richland Colts and Standing Rock Warriors. That'll get underway at about 6:10. And then from there, we'll get to our championship game with LLM and Mayport CG. Second one is good by Sandvig. It was 1 of 2 from the foul line. Warbirds will bring it to the front court now as they'll handle with Jack Manstrom. Manstrom right wing to the baseline. This will be with Hunter Dunn looking back door on the find of Carl Quam. Quam throws it up, gets fouled, and Carl will go to the free throw line. Warbirds with 3 points in this third quarter, as the foul will come across in Ian Chamberlain, his first, and the team's 8th. This will be the most points this season the Warbirds have given up through 4 games. Free throw attempt by Quam is off the mark, and this is the most points that Enderlin has scored so far. Been a game this season. Seth Alcox will check in here for the Enderlin Eagles. Also with him is Aiden Getty. Free throw attempt number 2 for the Warbirds, and Quam got it to go. So Carl Quam now with 4 points here, and the Warbirds will drop again to 2-2 on the season. The Eagles 3-5. These two teams will meet again later this year. That'll be for a Region 1 standings contest. Preston Dawson on the baseline now for the Enderlin Eagles. Dawson looking for a teammate, finds one on top of the key Hunter Storhog. Back to the near side of Dawson. Alcock's looking to set a screen. Instead, this will go to the baseline. Jumper on the way. Got it to go for two. Preston Dawson getting the scoring column here for Enderlin. And it's the Warbirds now in the front court. Blaze Froelich, the 4'11" guard, will shoot the three off the mark. And this one will be out of play to the Enderlin Eagles. So all that Enderlin needs to do again is come out, dribble the basketball up the front court here, and there'll be the trophy presentation again for the Consolation Championship, and then we will hear from a particular Enderlin Eagle basketball player as Preston Dawson looking just to dribble this one out as he's able to do so here, and that'll be a 27-point fourth quarter for the Enderlin Eagles, while they hold the Warbirds to just 4 points in the fourth quarter. They outscore Wyndmere Lidgerwood 27-4 in the fourth. Post-game show is coming up next as the Enderlin Eagles are your consolation champs here at the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Brock Brent Construction Inc. has been around since 2006. We do commercial and residential concrete and construction, from concrete parking lots, house foundations, stamped concrete patios and driveways, to new construction and home remodels. Call Brock today at 701-430-1011. Brock Brent Construction Inc., serving you since 2006.
Join us now, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game for the Enderlin Eagles. That again, it's Trey Wall as Enderlin defeats the Warbirds here 68-41. And Trey, just talk about the second half. 51 points. You only give up 16. You outscore the Warbirds 51-16. What's it about the second half against Barnes County North yesterday and now today against the Warbirds for your Eagle Club?
I think it's just a little bit easier for us to get flowing in the second half. You know, we know what they're going to do for the most part, and then we're able to decipher like what to do or like what gets our points.
You went to that 2-3 zone. You got a lot of steals early from that one. Easy points. When you can get steals in transition off that zone, do you felt like, okay, everyone just kind of took a breath and found a little bit more of a rhythm moving forward in the third quarter?
Yeah, that helped us catch our rhythm a lot. Anthony played amazing. He got tons of steals, and that was really helpful. Same with Carson Gruba.
You mentioned Anthony again, 6 steals. They had him down for 10 points. Mentioned Carson Grubel playing some valuable minutes off the bench, but then obviously Carson Bartholomew, 27 points, 9 rebounds, gets the exclamation. Jam, what's it like playing with a guy that can be a stat stuffer?
Oh, it's awesome because you can always rely on him to score, and he has an all-around game, and he's always a great leader and always positive.
Final thing for you, Trey, before we let you go. Back-to-back wins here. You get to 3-5 on the season. A couple Regional 1 games coming up next week. What do you hope to take here as you had 3 really close games from top to bottom? All 3 went down to the wire. Then you found yourself here in the second half against the Warbirds. What would you hope to take moving forward here into the rest of this season?
I'd like to take our confidence with how we're playing in these last couple second halves, and I want to keep that for the first halves and then just make a full game out of it.
Hey, Trey, best of luck moving forward, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Trey Wall again with us here as Trey was able to rack up 18 points on 8 of 13 shooting today, 4 assists and 3 steals for the Enderlin Eagles. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
Enderlin Area Schools is committed to providing students with optimal learning opportunities so they can reach their full potential. Enderlin Area Schools creates learners who believe in the power of their education to help them learn, excel, influence their world, and direct their future. Enderlin Area Schools take pride in their school and community. For up-to-date information, go online to enderlin.k12.nd.us. Good luck to the Eagles participating in all activities throughout the year.
Let's get to the final particulars in this one. The Enderlin Eagles and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds as we get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Well, you heard from the combination play of Trey Wall and alongside Carson Bartholomew. Enbridge Life takes energy. Energy for life. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. Trey Wall again, 18 points on 8 of 13 shooting from the floor with 3 rebounds and 4 assists, 3 steals. Carson Bartholomew, 27 points, 9 rebounds on 10 of 22 shooting from the floor and 5 made threes. Those two would combine for 45 of Enderlin's 68 points. They are Enbridge Energy players of the game. Our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game is the second half. Again, 51-16. Enderlin outscores Wyndmere Lidgerwood after the Warbirds outscored Maple River yesterday 25-4 in the fourth quarter. That was the difference maker in this one. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Make plans to attend their Precision Planting Winter Conference at the Alaris Center in Grand Forks, January 18th and the 19th. You'll hear from precision planting engineers and staff on new technologies, inputs, and practices. For more and to register, visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. And that is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game, the second half for the Eagles. Team numbers, Enderlin shoots 27 of 52, shooting from the floor for 52%, 5 of 19 from beyond the arc, 27 rebounds, 10 assists to 14 turnovers. For the Warbirds, 16 of 42, shooting from the floor at 38%, 4 of 15 from the land of 3, 29 boards, 6 assists to 25 turnovers here. Enderlin scores 31 points off of 25 Warbird turnovers. For the Enderlin Eagles, 27 for Bartholomew, 18 here for Trey Wall, 10 by Anthony Wendell. And then you had 6 points for Caden Ammerman, 4 points for Carson Gruba, 2 by Dawson Peterson, and a point by Maverick Sandvig here for the Enderlin Eagles. For the Warbirds, double digits of Levi Kackman scoreless, however, in the second half. 8 points by Landon Buer with 5 rebounds, 8 and 7 for Briar Kaczynski. 4 points then by Jay Stenson, 4 by Carl Quam, 3 points for Jack Manstrom here, and Matthias Kackman with 5 points and 3 rebounds as well here for the Warbirds. Warbirds dropped to 2-2 on this season. Next game, January 10th at home on Tuesday against Central Cass. While for the Enderlin Eagles, they improved to 3-5 on this season. They will host the Hankinson Pirates for their next game as well. Again, your final on our City Hope scoreboard, Enderlin 68-41. Still to come, Standing Rock and Richland next in the third place game in 15 minutes on yourliveevent.com. Then the Lobos of Lemoore Litchfield Marion and Mayport CG in the championship. That's all still to come here on yourliveevent.com.